Hey everybody, we're trying something new. I like to try new things and see if they work. Hopefully this works. And I am simulcasting, going live on Facebook and on YouTube. I will be able to see your comments or questions if you have them. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Chris Green. You can find me at chrisgreen.com or authorpreneur.com. And I'm going to cover 4 topics today. So welcome to the show. It's going to be I'm going to try to keep it short. Sometimes I get a little long-winded. I will try not to do that. But the first thing I wanted to show you guys was something that I bet you have not seen, and it's this. This is a kind of a special box. This is a special box to me. This is the original Kindle, the very first Kindle that came out. I think it was like close to 15 years ago. They certainly don't ship them in boxes like this anymore. This was a birthday gift to me from my kids, and I just really, really like it. This is not terribly expensive, although it is very difficult to find with the original box. So I've been looking for one for a long time, and now I have one with the original box. You open it like this, and you see they just really don't package Kindles like this anymore. And the Kindle form factor has come a long way. If you can imagine the first one that they made, they thought this would be a great idea for a device to have all of these keys on it. It's all these buttons. Look at how many buttons are on this thing. And it actually has next page and previous page physical buttons on both sides. It's got a little slider bar. It's got a little scroll wheel. They kind of tried to include everything into one little device. So if you are into self-publishing and Kindle and Amazon and all of those things, this might be a little flashback for you. And you can find these on eBay. Like I say, they're not terribly expensive, although they are difficult to find with the original box. And the original box just makes it so much nicer. So that's what I want to show you guys about the rare Amazon Kindle device that I have. I would be interested in a sealed version. So if you ever see one or know somebody that has an original Kindle completely factory sealed, I would be an interested buyer. I know that might be a little bit of a premium, and that's okay. But let me know if you ever find somebody that has an original Kindle. Now, the next topic here, I don't want to say it's going to be controversial. You guys know I'm a big Garyvee fan, but Garyvee put out a post on his Instagram, and I'll show you which one it is right here. And someone asked him what Gary would suggest they do with $5,000. And they want to, obviously make more money, turn that $5,000 into more money. And Gary's advice, and he gives this advice a lot, I disagree with it every single time he gives it, is to go yard selling and garage selling and do the flip game and sell on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. And if you got $5,000, you can afford to buy some inventory. But to do that business and to do it well, and he kind of says, look, if you do this for a year, you might make an extra 20 grand. Now you got $25,000 to start a business. Doing that for an entire year takes up a lot of space, takes up a lot of time. It is, in my opinion, not the best, not the most practical way. If you want to make $20,000 in a year, there are a lot easier ways to make $20,000 in a year, in my opinion. And that's what I teach in the Authorpreneur Blueprint. It's what I teach in the Authorpreneur Challenge. It's what I teach with the content at authorpreneur.com. I 100% believe that you can use the power of books in self-publishing, no matter who you are, no matter what you're good at. You can use the tools that we have available to us, completely free tools, to publish books that when they sell, Amazon will do all the work, and you will get a royalty check at the end of every month. It's one of those kind of too good to be true models. And honestly, I think Gary just doesn't either know about it, or he doesn't kind of connect the dots in terms of the opportunity for everybody. Gary's a published author. He's published, I think, 5 New York Times best-selling books. Pretty much anything he publishes at this point is going to become a bestseller. The books that I teach people how to publish are not likely going to become bestsellers, but they'll sell enough books to make some money. Now, what I teach, again, is in the education space, not in the entertainment space. So if you want to write a story and sell it for $9.95 or 99 cents on Kindle, you're going to have to sell so many copies, so many books to actually make a significant amount of money. I don't teach that. I teach how to write in the education category, where you can sell books for much higher prices, $20, $40, $50, even $100, $200 for a single book. And you can do that if the content in the book is justifiable, if you're teaching somebody something valuable or useful or solving a big problem that they have. And think about it if you've ever bought a textbook, right? If you went to college and bought textbooks, or if you've got kids in high school who lost a textbook that you have to replace, these books cost hundreds of dollars because they're thorough and they teach a subject and they do a really good job and they're professionally made. You can do these things. You can make your own book using basically the tools on your phone, or if you have a laptop or an iPad, you can create the files needed to become a published author on Amazon. And then, of course, you might call it the hard part, but the actual work is marketing, is getting people to know about it, to care about it, and be willing to spend their money to purchase your book. And then, of course, your book brings them back to a Facebook group and you build a community, and all of a sudden, you have created something of real value, and you didn't have to spend any money, and you didn't have to go around yard sales and garage sales, and you didn't have to ship out eBay orders, and you didn't have to take pictures and do listings and deal with returns and customer service. It's crazy. I would not, oh my gosh, I would never do that flip game full time trying to make 20 grand. There are so many easier ways to make money with self publishing that honestly people just don't know about, or they haven't connected the dots, is maybe a better way that I would put it. And there's common objections that I hear. It's things like, it's going to be too hard, or I'm not an author, or someone's already done it before, or somebody knows more than I do. And they're excuses. Now, they're kind of valid excuses because historically it was difficult to publish a book. It's not anymore. I'm living proof. Okay, like I am not an author. I didn't go to school for any of this stuff. But I can write down enough words that I can publish it as a book. Done it dozens of times. You guys have seen my books on Amazon. It's really not that difficult. And by the time you publish your first book, you're going to see like, wait a minute, Crystal's right. It's really not this difficult. Why did that take so long? I've known people take 10 years to finally publish their first book. And they're like, that was actually easier than I thought. It was as easy as you said it was. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to fast track people on some of this stuff. But yeah, it's just the way that it is. And I want to give you guys an example. And that's my next point here. I stumbled across a video on YouTube that is exposing fake welding videos. And this video has like 1.4 million views, and I ran it through a little bit of a revenue calculator. They have made between $2,000 and $5,000 in YouTube ad revenue from this one video that's been up for 2 weeks. Let's just say $3,000 so far in 2 weeks. That video is going to stay up. They're going to earn more ad revenue on it. And the reason I bring this up is this is a channel with almost 500,000 subscribers about welding. And one of their most popular videos is calling out fake welding videos. Now, I didn't even know that people made fake welding videos, but I guess it's a thing. It's enough of a thing that there are people out there busting it. And enough of a thing that people are watching videos of people busting fake welding videos. This is so niche. And the only thing that you would have to have in order to make content like this is to know how to weld. Now, I don't know how to weld, and I'm not looking to learn how to weld, but you only need one skill. You only need one talent. That's the point here. Because a lot of people say, I have nothing to write a book about. I'm not good enough at anything. I can't. And I just call it nonsense. That's BS. Everybody knows something. Everybody can answer people's questions. Everybody can help somebody do something. And if you're completely rare and it's definitely not positive, you could start and learn something valuable to other people and put yourself on the right track to self-publishing a book and doing everything that I teach in the Authorpreneur Blueprint. And this is just a perfect example. This is all you have to do is know one thing, one skill. If you know how to weld, then you can spot fake welding videos and you can make videos calling them out. And you can start to build your own channel. And these self-publishing opportunities that they have, they could transcribe their videos, they could start a podcast, they could start a membership group where people want more access behind the scenes. There are tons, dozens, possibly hundreds, even thousands of ways. Maybe not thousands. I could give 100 ways to monetize and make money. If you've got an audience of 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, like once you have that, if you can create content that is entertaining, then you can bring them back to something that is educational. And of course, your content can be entertaining and educational at the same time. That's even better. That will definitely attract an audience and put you on the right track to building your own business. So if you never thought about that, there's a perfect example for you. It's just one topic. That's all you need to know. You need to be educated and competent in a single topic, and then use the outline that I give you in the Authorpreneur Blueprint to turn yourself into a self-published author. Not like Harry Potter, not like Stephen King, not like that. Just an author in the sense of you have a published book on Amazon, and that book has information in it that other people find valuable, useful. It can be very short. It can simply be access to unlisted or password protected video content or downloadable assets. There are so many things and so many ways that you can put value and content onto the printed pages of a book that are now sold on Amazon as a print on demand product. When it sells, Amazon does all the work and they give you a royalty check. And you're building your business, you're building your community, you're building your membership, all of this behind the scenes, doing something that you actually like. These welding guys, they probably can't believe they wake up every day and they're like, I can't believe we make this much money. And all we're doing is making content and talking about welding, which is like our favorite thing to do anyway. They have kind of found that perfect sweet spot where they don't feel like they're working anymore. And I want to help as many people as possible kind of find that same sweet spot at the same time. So let's go back to one. I got one more thing to show you guys, and let's do it like this. And that's the Authorpreneur Challenge. It's coming up. Yes, this is self-promotion. This is my book. It's an absolute textbook. It's almost 100,000 words, 458 pages. It weighs almost 3 pounds. I've got 43 unlisted videos. They're all password protected, unlisted on YouTube. 7.5 hours of high definition video training directly from me, outlining the exact process. That's why I call it the blueprint. If you follow the steps in here, you're gonna have a published book on Amazon that earns you royalties based on something that you are actually good at and actually enjoy doing, to where at the end you're gonna be like, Chris, I didn't think this was real. Like, I actually like talking about this stuff and making content about this stuff. And now I've turned it into a product and people are actually paying me for it because I would talk about this stuff anyway for free. I'm like, yes, exactly. And if you haven't figured it out, this is me. This is exactly what I like to do. I like to talk about this stuff. I like to talk about Amazon and KDP and self-publishing and how to build a business and make memberships and do all of these things around something you actually like. So don't go out and chase trends and say, oh, what's the hottest thing? What are people looking for? What can I try to be an expert in? No, you're already an expert in something. And I want people to have the knowledge, maybe that's not the right word for it. I want people to realize that you are allowed to and you can make money doing something that you actually like. It's not work is over here and I don't like it, but I do it because I get paid. And as soon as I stop getting paid, I'm not going to do it anymore. And the stuff over here that I like doing, well, I'm not going to get paid to do that because I like doing that. I would do it anyway. I do it on my free time. I would do it on the weekends. You can do the stuff that you like to do on the weekends if you put it into a format, into a system where you actually have a purchasable product on the back end, where you help people for free on YouTube and Reddit and Facebook groups. And then they're like, hey, this is like really great. Oh, and you have a book? Sweet. I would love to support you because you've helped me so much with your YouTube videos and the answers to my questions in your Facebook group. It just works. Over and over and over again. This happens. I really, really hope that I can help more people, as many people as possible, connect these dots. These dots are out there. They're free. It's one of those things you just have to try it. And then once you kind of see it, you're like, wait a minute. This actually works. I'm like, yes, I know it works. I do it myself with this book. This book was just published a few weeks ago. And to celebrate it, I am doing what's called a challenge. So it's an Authorpreneur challenge. The link is down here. You can see it here. It's 14 days. Well, it's 14 days, but it's 10 days of live training. 2 weeks, 10 days of live training with me, full Q&A. Ask me anything that you want. You'll get a copy of my book. This book sells on Amazon for $199. You can go click over and see it anytime that you want. You will get this book and 10 days of training for 99 bucks. 99 bucks. $100. You get the book, the $200 book, and you get 10 days worth of training. You might as well get on track to seeing if this is exactly what I describe it to be, if it's just as good as I describe it. And to take away all the risk, I put in what I call the keep the book guarantee. If you're not happy, ask for your money back and you can keep the book. Keep it. I don't mind at all. If you're not happy, I don't want your money and you can keep the book. Okay? You sign up, authorpreneur.com/challenge. Normally the book is $199. This is the early bird special. Next week it's going to be $199 to join the challenge. So join this week. You'll get it for half price, $99. Give me your address. I will ship you a physical copy of this book. It sells for $200 on Amazon. Go look it up for yourself. And if you're not happy by the end of the challenge, if you're not completely convinced that this is the most amazing business model that you've ever seen, simply ask for a refund. No questions asked. You get your 99 bucks back and you can keep the book. It's pretty much the best guarantee that I can think of. I try to be, the easiest marketer out there. I'm not. I just want to make it simple. I like talking about this stuff. I want as many people to know about this as possible. And 99 bucks is going to get you on track. And if not, for Pete's sakes, you got a free $200 book. It's you can't go wrong. There's a couple questions in here. I'm good at written, great on video. Oh, Jason would kill it. Jason, you would really kill it. I've seen some of the stuff that you're doing. You would kill it with your own self-published book. I would recommend kind of a lower price point book to get interest, and then a higher price point book that gives people more access to some of the things that you're doing. Flipping stuff offers better security. Can't guarantee that anybody's going to buy your book. Excel market selling. Yeah, Wendy, I understand that. I can see that. And I do like flipping. I still like finding that treasure that I can sell on eBay or Amazon. But I would not be a fan of trying to do it full time. Once you know how to do it, you know how to do it. You can always fall back on it if you need to. But in my opinion, there are bigger fish to fry. If you create something, in this case, what I would call some intellectual property, a digital asset that you can sell over and over again, something that you own, something that you control, something that's copyrighted, something you could potentially trademark. Stuff like that is what you can build, and you can, of course, do both. You can still flip, and then you can write your own book on the side. So, yeah, Jason, we're gonna have to connect, man, because yeah, you really would kill it with this. So, I don't want this video to go too long, so I am going to stop it there. If you guys have questions about this, please just comment below. I'll be happy to answer them. I'll be going live over the next few days, sharing more information about this, answering your questions, helping you overcome the limiting beliefs that I know are out there about how you're not smart enough, you know everything to share in a book, nobody's going to buy it, someone else has already done it, it's way too expensive, it's going to be too hard. I know, I've been there. I know all the objections that you have. I want to help you get over them. I want to acknowledge them because they're real, and they used to be more real in the past, but they're really kind of going away. Self-publishing is very, very easy these days. The hard part is marketing, and of course, the book covers marketing. How to get people to know, like, and trust you and know about your book and want to buy your book because of the way that you position it and the way that you show people this is going to solve a lot of your problems. This is going to help you. It makes you the most ethical marketer out there because you have a product that will solve their problems. Now all you're doing is telling them about it. It kind of becomes your duty to tell people about your product if you know that it can help them and solve their problems. So, yeah, Jason says IP over flipping anytime. Flipping's good. I mean, it's your comfort zone. That's good. I mean, just think of it that way. You can always go back to it, and you even see Garyvee doing it. He goes out and does some flips. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need the money, but it's one of those things that once you do it, like it's kind of built into a lot of people. We really like it. We enjoy it. So I will always like it as well. So with that, I'm gonna sign off. Message me down below if you need anything. I hope everybody has a great rest of the day. I'll probably go live tomorrow.